Yes, so we will discuss this question, which is actually about diffusion and osmosis. This is from IGCSE paper 4, right? We are talking about osmosis and diffusion. Now here, when we are talking about this, let's go through the question. What does it ask? It says, a student investigated the diffusion of substances through whisking tube, an artificial membrane which has some of the properties of the cell membrane. Now the student made a bag of whisking tube as shown here. So it has the some properties, it has some of the properties of cell membrane, means it will allow some molecules to pass through while some will not be able to pass through, right? This is what we have to see. Now here they have given us this diagram. We can see, in one, a whisking tube, they have, sealed the top of the syringe with elastic band, and they put a knot below. And then, another bag which is filled with the starch solution, and it will be placed into a test tube of water. Then, the student added some iodine solution to the water in the test tube, and after 30 minutes, the contents of the whisking bag, they were stained blue-black, but the water outside remained a yellow color. So this is what, we have to talk about, that, what happened, that, when we are talking about. So you see, where they are saying the contents of the whisking tube were stained blue-black. So it means starch was present there. Because what is the test for starch? That, when it reacts with iodine solution, the positive result is blue-black, right? But the water outside, okay, remained yellow color. It means there was no starch present. And why no starch present? Because starch molecules, they were big enough, they were large enough to pass through. Okay, so here we will mention that iodine molecules are small, okay, small enough to pass through, right? Pass through the membrane. But what happened to the starch molecules? Starch molecules are big enough, are large enough. They are large, so cannot pass through the tube. Also, we will keep in mind that iodine molecules, when we are saying they are small enough, so means they are actually diffusing out, right? So we have to keep in mind that, when we are talking about this, next one is the 3 factors that influence the movement of molecules through membrane. Yes, you are right here. When we are talking about it, what are they? They are basically surface area. We can talk about it. Surface area. We can basically talk about temperature. We can basically talk about concentration gradient. And then only they will be able to diffuse out. Okay, yeah. Other than that, also there may be, we can talk about size or type of molecule. We can even talk about thickness or the distance of the membrane. Right, we can talk about that. Even we can talk about number of mitochondria as well. So yeah, there could be different factors that, we can bring into consideration. Yes, so here now in BI, what are they saying? Molecules of carbon dioxide that are produced in muscle cells are transported to the blood. Describe the pathway taken by these molecules of carbon dioxide. So means they are, where they are being produced, they are being produced in muscle cells, right? Which part? Mitochondria, right? Mitochondria of the muscle cells. So from mitochondria, where will they go? They will go into the cytoplasm, right? They diffuse into the cytoplasm. Okay, and then how diffuse into the cytoplasm? Through membrane, through capillary wall. All right, and this is how they are going to reach into the alveoli. I write here what we say. Let's elaborate it. When we are saying in muscle cell, where they are being produced, basically in muscle cell, in mitochondria. Mitochondria, they are being produced. Then from mitochondria, where will they be taken into? They will be diffused into blood plasma through cytoplasm, diffuse into blood plasma. And then from there, since blood plasma, then via blood capillary, where will it reach? It will reach to the alveoli, and from there actually it is gonna leave the body. It is then from there gonna leave the body. Yes, so in the muscle cell, mitochondria, and then from mitochondria to blood plasma, blood capillary, and finally alveoli in the lung, from where it is actually gonna diffuse out of the lungs. Yeah. So here, the last question down there where we have explained how capillaries are adapted for their function. So capillaries, we know that they are what? They are actually one cell thick. So when, we are talking about one cell thick, so one cell thick, how does it help? One cell thick means short distance. Short distance for what? Short distance for diffusion. Okay, also, what do they have? They have, their, capillaries, they are, since one cell thick, they have short distance for diffusion. Yes, they have large surface area. Okay, that also help in efficient diffusion, because their job is what? Their job is diffusion, to carry, more blood to each of the cells.